Hi, my name is Rod Beard. I'm the Executive Director of the Academic Games Leagues of America, and I want to take some time to acknowledge and announce some of the outstanding individuals who've kept our games and leagues going this year. And these folks are our 2021 AGLOA Outstanding Seniors and Outstanding Educators. It's been obviously another challenging year for everybody, not just in academic games, but in our everyday lives as well. Even through the pandemic, we found ways to stay engaged and involved in academic games, including through our winter and spring invitationals that our Return to Play committee helped to organize and put on for everyone. We're looking forward to a time, hopefully soon, that we can all be back together face to face and playing the games that we love to play. This year, we'll award 5 deserving 12th graders and 2 hardworking educators who've made an indelible impact on academic games. Their challenges have been made harder by the pandemic and by virtual learning, but they've risen to that challenge and met it head on. These are our most distinguished awards, even more than the individual and team sweepstakes championships, because they represent not just 1 year of hard work, but a career of dedication to academic games. So we'll begin with our first senior. This nominee has an impressive academic games resume over her 8-year career, including several team and individual championships at the local, state, and national levels in middle school and in high school. She's had significant success in propaganda, current events, and linguistics during her career. Her story focuses on what she accomplished outside of academic games, where she was in a serious car accident as a sophomore, but she continued practicing and staying involved with her team. Because of her injury, she was relegated to attending school virtually for a year, and that's even before the pandemic, for a total of almost 3 years. Through all of that, her commitment to academic games and to her team didn't waver. Her coach writes, "She has been the backbone of our academic games team all through middle and high school and kept such a positive attitude, even with all her medical setbacks. She is one of the most decorated academic games players in the history of our school." So our first outstanding senior that we want to acknowledge for 2021, from Grove City, Pennsylvania, Kiana Fleeger. Please join me in congratulating Kiana Fleeger. And moving right along. Our next recipient has been around academic games for 7 years, and he decided to give back by helping to coach a middle school where he played, while still playing on his high school academic games team. When he was a freshman, he convinced his team to play Theme, a game that his school doesn't normally play because of his expertise in Greek mythology. When they needed players, he helped recruit other players from around their city to compete on their academic games team. His coach writes, "Our Monday practices are scheduled at the same time as the middle school practices where he coaches. I've seen him coach his middle school players at our state tournament over the years, and I've been deeply impressed by how much he gives back to our academic games community. For the past 4 years, he has led his players as a coach and still manages to find time to attend our high school practices." He continues, "In this year of pandemic gaming, he has led in coaching the combined virtual practices for the middle schools. Multiple times each week, he leads lessons, teaches players, and helps middle schoolers learn how to play academic games better." And our second recipient of the Outstanding Senior Award for 2021, from Ann Arbor, Michigan, please join me in congratulating Christopher Johnston. Congratulations to you, Chris. Our third recipient, when he began playing, there were only 3 other students in his area. So he did what any resourceful academic games player would do and generally fails at. He taught his father to play equations. As a 6th grader, he poured through the rule book and practice packets to learn more and qualified for the national tournament. He later became interested in onsets and linguistics, games that his local area had never played. He took that knowledge and taught workshops for other students in the area to learn. During the pandemic, he has become more empowered to teach younger players the adventurous variations, all virtually. He recorded those workshops, which will be available as a library to help younger players for years to come. As a player himself, he became the first ever from his area to place in individual sweepstakes with an outstanding performance in equations and precedents as a sophomore. His coach writes, Even though he did not get to attend nationals in 11th or 12th grade because of COVID, he did qualify and certainly would have finished his academic games career as a great representation of his school, league, and AGLOA as a whole. He is passionate about academic games and has strived to instill the same love of competition in peers. Our newest 2021 AGLOA Outstanding Senior from Grove City, 2021 Outstanding Senior from Moon area in Wapago, Western Pennsylvania, is Chancharik Mitra. Please join me in congratulating Chancharik and his successful academic games career. This outstanding senior is highly decorated with individual and team championships in several of the games in his first 2 years in high school. The pandemic likely prevented him from increasing his haul of championships, though. When he started in middle school, he got a good foundation, but when he moved up, the academic games program at his high school was almost non-existent after some strong years prior to that. He and another student helped find a coach and set up the program. Finding a consistent coach was a challenge, but this nominee was diligent in trying to find a new coach for each gaming season of the year. After they couldn't find a coach to remain for the whole year, he cobbled together a team of 10 students and taught them propaganda and linguistics. He qualified to attend the nationals in 2020, but it was canceled because of the pandemic. He qualified virtually this year, but with no national tournament, he wasn't able to see things through to fruition. However, through his commitment to academic games, he helped to reinvigorate a program that had been dormant, and he's made them formidable among the high school programs in Florida. And our latest addition to our crew of outstanding seniors, let's congratulate Vraj Shah from Palm Beach County, Florida. Congratulations to you, Vraj, and thank you for all of your service and everything that you've done for academic games. Our final senior has won numerous state and national championships at each level during his 10-year academic games career, which included 4 national tournaments. His coach wrote, his connection with academic games is not just being an outstanding player, but a passionate mentor and friend with the academic games community. He started assisting elementary school academic games practice when he was just a high school freshman. He continued volunteering with our elementary program throughout his high school career. He understands how to connect with younger players with his own experience. He is very much liked and respected by elementary players. When the pandemic hit, this senior helped develop a platform for the students in his area to continue to complete virtually. It was a tremendous help when students and coaches couldn't meet in person, and another option for students to remain involved in academic games. This outstanding senior from Northville, Michigan, please join me in congratulating Oliver Wu. Oliver did a magnificent job on that sharing program to help that area to continue to be able to play. Congratulations to all 5 of our outstanding seniors. We look forward to having all of our seniors back next year, and our seniors who have graduated both in 2020 and 21. We hope to have you back in some way, shape, or form, and maybe a super senior division as well. I want to move forward to our 2 outstanding educators that we're going to acknowledge. This first outstanding educator has had a long career in academic games, spanning 19 years as a coach, plus 2 as a player, and she's attended 13 national tournaments. Her students have had success at both local, state, and national tournaments. When she began teaching, she started academic games at her school, and they've become a thriving program that competes in 6 of the 7 games. She also helps arrange transportation for her students to go to local tournaments and training sessions for new and returning coaches. She's been a chaperone for this area for each year that she's been a coach. In recent years, she stepped into bigger responsibilities at the national tournament because of emergencies, including helping out when the head scorekeeper had to be rushed to the hospital. Whatever she's asked to do, she cheerfully helps out, and she does an excellent job. The director from her area wrote, she's proven to be someone who we can count on no matter what the circumstance, and that is the truest test of her commitment to academic games. And this outstanding educator from Palm Beach County, please join me in congratulating and thanking Nicole Freseman, who's done a magnificent job at local and national levels as well. And our final award tonight This final recipient has been an integral part of growing a new academic games program in Florida beginning in 2014. She's been involved for 12 years and has helped in so many different ways in her district, in her state league, and at 5 national tournaments that she's attended. In helping form her new district, she began with just 2 students who played more than 1 game. And she cultivated that into a bigger program that's had more than 100 students playing multiple games in elementary, middle, all the way up to the high school divisions. She split her new district from the Palm Beach County district into a new league, and that enabled more students to participate at the local, state, and national levels. During the pandemic, she's worked to continue to have students gather virtually and even created a trivia competition to bolster family engagement on weekends. Through her efforts, Academic Game has become the top extracurricular activity in her district during the pandemic. And again, a wonderful story of helping to create a new program, a new league, and a vibrant league that's brought a lot of students. Help me congratulate and thank Kendra Palumbo from FAU, Florida Atlantic Lab District in Florida. So those are our award winners for this year. Again, very distinguished awards. And we look forward, of course, to getting through this pandemic. It has changed everything for everybody in academic games, obviously, but I'm encouraged, and I want you to be encouraged also, that we'll be able to be back in person, face-to-face, competition, everything in April of 2022 in Knoxville, Tennessee. So I look forward to seeing all of you there. I look forward to having a wonderful national tournament and all of the friends and all of the colleagues that we have in academic games. I just want to see all of you guys again and get back to some kind of normal. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. We'll do everything that we can as an organization to make this happen for next year. So thank you for your time. Thank you to all of our award winners, and we look forward to seeing you next year in Knoxville. Thank you.